All right, sometimes markets just do dumb things, just crazy dumb things. And so this is like a extraordinarily dumb trade just sitting out there waiting for smart money folks to come in and buy. Now remember, this channel, opinion, not advice. And also there's no time frame for this, but there's such an obvious trade that is sitting out there. So you folks remember when I was at Banyan Hill, I recommended Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. This is the original way that people that didn't want to open up crypto accounts got into Bitcoin. It has the ticker symbol GBTC, right? Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is now trading at a 36% discount to Bitcoin. Just to make that clear what that means. And we're just going to round some numbers out just to make things easier. We're going to assume that Bitcoin's at $20,000, even though right now I know it's at $19,200. But if you take a 36% discount, you're effectively buying Bitcoin for about $12,000, $12,500 to be exact, but let's just say 20 and 12. This is a big difference. It's like almost paying half, right? So what's the catch? What's the deal? Why is GBTC trading for this 36% discount? Well, the reason number one is that even though there's all that Bitcoin sitting there, there's no way to actually like make it trade at the same price as Bitcoin. There's no mechanism, there's no quick way to actually make GBTC trade at the price that it should be trading at, given the amount of Bitcoin that is sitting in trust there. So that's the reason for it. However, there are any number of reasons to think that, well, this gap is going to be filled. In other words, this 36% discount sooner rather than later is going to be filled. And what are those things that can happen? It's catalysts, if you will. Well, number one, Grayscale has applied to make GBTC into an ETF. And once that happens, well, it will automatically start to trade at the same price as the amount of Bitcoin that's in there. Now, the SEC has been unwilling to approve a Bitcoin ETF, so no guarantees as to when it's going to happen, but the application is out there. Grayscale is actually suing the SEC to do this, all right? So that's one. The second possibility is that people see that this discount is just so huge and just start buying GBTC in anticipation of some catalyst that is going to come about. Maybe it's the SEC approving maybe even a completely different ETF, which means people start to anticipate that GBTC is going to get approval pretty soon. It could be Bitcoin's price just starting to lift. It could be some macro event. I mean, there's all these things going on with the world's currencies. The British pound, it made an all-time low against the dollar. The Chinese yuan has done the same thing. The Japanese currency is going down. So there's a lot of global turmoil. And truthfully, within that, Bitcoin has been fairly stable. So people could just come and look to bid it higher. And the other one is that as any of these things occur, whether GBTC gets approval as an ETF, or maybe another ETF gets approved, or people start to just go and buy Bitcoin to hedge themselves against currency volatility, Bitcoin shoots up, well, I can tell you, this 36% discount could be gone in a day, could be gone in a day. Now, there's no guarantees of it. And truthfully, this discount has lasted for about a year. But I will say that these kinds of very steep discounts, my history, my experience is that sooner rather than later, they just bridge and they gap themselves and they fix themselves because the value to be generated by that gap is so big that somebody, some big money player, somebody that's out there takes a stake, takes some action, does something to bridge this gap. And so that would happen. It's like getting $8,000 worth of Bitcoin for free. I mean, you're paying about $12,000, $12,500 when Bitcoin is somewhere near $20,000. This is, as one reader to my Substack, details below, said this is a no-brainer. Yeah, it is in terms of value, but you have to be willing to wait for this to unfold. So That's something dumb that's absolutely going on in the markets today. GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, trading at a 36% discount. GBTC is the ticker symbol, 36% discount to Bitcoin, which is trading somewhere between $19,000 and $20,000. If this gap were to be filled, it'd be like getting $8,000 for free. Again, opinion, not advice. If you like this video,